Hi friends, in this presentation I would like to introduce what data structure is and some real life examples of data structures. Now let's understand what is a data structure. A data structure is the systematic way to organize data so that it can be used efficiently. This is what data structure is all about. Here when I say efficiency, I mean in terms of time as well as space. Let us see one example of classical data structure, that is arrays. We can think of an array as a sequence or collection of characters, integers, floats, and something like that. We can consider the array as a data structure as it is helping us in managing the data in an appropriate way, actually in a sequential manner. Here is an example of why this data structure is so useful. Instead of creating multiple variables of same type, why not creating an array to store all the values? Let's say I need 10 integers. Why do you require to create 10 variables of 10 integers when I can create a single array and store all the integers in them? Storing strings is equivalent of storing a sequence of characters. Are we going to create many variables to store a string? Obviously, answer is no. We can create one array which can store the whole string. We can access it very easily. So this requires an array. General data structure types include arrays, linked lists, stacks, queues, trees, hash table, graphs, and so on. Let's discuss some real-time applications of data structures to understand why do we need data structures, and to get some idea on them, we will discuss more about these data structures in detail in upcoming videos. First one is array. It is designed to store a group of objects of the same type. The real-life examples of an array are collection of all book titles in a library management system. It is also observed in chessboard. Arrays are used to store an image as a bitmap. What is this bitmap? Bitmap images are stored as a series of tiny dots called pixels. This is an example of bitmap. Here each pixel is actually a small square that is assigned a color and then arranged in a pattern to form an image like the following. So we can think of two-dimensional array like this, and within that we will give each pixel information, that is color of each one in a systematic way, and finally we get a result of an image like Pikachu. Next one is linked lists. Some type of linked list are singly linked list, doubly linked list, circular linked list. If the linking is only in one direction, it is single linked list. If the linking is on both directions, then it is doubly linked list. If the one direction linking forms a circle, then it is circular linked list. Here is the structure of them. As I mentioned earlier, singly linked list has one-way linking, doubly linked list has two-way linking, and finally circular linked list forms a loop by linking in one direction. The real life examples of singly linked list are message delivery on a network. When we send a message, that message is broken into packets and each packet has a link with the next one, so that at the receiver's end it will be easy to club them. So here one-way linking is formed. The real life example of doubly linked list is train coaches. We know that train coaches are connected with next one and also with its previous one. Here two-way linking is happening. Circular linked list. Escalator. We know that escalator will move forward and it will rotate at the tip of it. Here it is forming a circular linking. By using the linked list, we can implement other data structures also. Next one is stack. Stack is nothing but arranging many things in a pile, that is one upon another. The real life example of it is a stack of plates in a kitchen. If we observe slightly from this stack of plates, when we want to remove the plate, it should be the topmost one, that is the plate which we inserted in the stack at last. So the thumb rule in the stack is last entered one will be removed first. That is mentioned as last in first out. This is the structure of stack. The data element which comes last will go out first in this diagram. Some other examples are memory management in operating systems as well as in portable devices and expression evaluation. and also in undo and redo operation stack is being used in many applications like Microsoft Word, Microsoft PPTs and also Photoshop. Next one is queue. Queue is nothing but a sequence or a line of objects awaiting their turn to proceed further. The real life example of it is a ticket line. In the ticket line, the person who enters the line first will go out of the line first after getting the ticket. So the thumb rule in the queue is first entered one will come out first. This is the structure of it. The data which comes first will go out first. Here there is a traffic way and it is also a one way. Here the car which is at first position will go out first. Some other examples are waiting list in applications, task scheduling and an escalator, etc. Next one is a tree which has a main parent called as root and it has some children, and further those children act as a parent to some other values. This is the structure of it. Here, as I mentioned earlier, there is a root and it has some children, and further those children are acting as a parent node to other values. The real life examples of a tree are database applications, file systems, and also in a compiler every expression is converted into a syntax tree format. In artificial intelligence games, when the opponent is CPU, next moves are stored using data structure tree. Next one is hash table, in which data is stored in an array format. Here we are not assigning a value to a particular index like an array, but each data value has its unique index value. The structure of the hash table is, as I mentioned earlier, every value in the data array has its unique index in the hash table. The real life examples of a hash table are employees information system and also spelling checkers in word processing softwares and also symbol table in a compiler. Next one is graph. A graph is a pictorial representation of a set of objects where some pairs of objects are connected by links. The real-time applications of a graph are social networking applications like Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Graphs are also used in Google Maps in such a way that it will give you a shortest path from a point A to a point B. Now, if we consider social networking applications, every person is interlinked with each other by using graphs in the following way. As all the people are interconnected in this social networking application by graph data structure, we can able to see the mutual friends and also the suggestions we are getting on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Excluding these, every application uses data structures maybe in direct form or indirect form in our day-to-day life. So that's why we need to learn data structures. In the next presentation, I would like to discuss data types and abstract data types and what are its differences.